Well, back to YouTube I go, I guess. So, been a while since I made a video while, my morning commute. But I figured this would be a public service announcement for the Alur slik. So the Alur slik is a pod system for your salt-based nicotines, and I bought my first one back in, let's say, mid-March, and was loving it. The thing, I dropped it all the time because it is really lightweight, and when you're handling a normal mod, it kind of, it's a hell of a lot lighter, especially without those 18650 batteries in it. So, I dropped my first one a bunch of times. It kept on going and everything, and accidentally hit it with a brick. I was moving bricks and I had it in my pocket, and brick slipped and hit me in the thigh where the slik was, and I was like, oh shit, and kept on ticking. So one day I go to hit it and I hear it, still popping and crackling. I'm like, what the fuck? Now mind you, it has a 3-button on and 3-button off, or 3-button on and then you can auto draw. It just reads your breathing in and gives you vapor. But it just kept firing. I'm like, okay, so maybe something stuck, so I kind of try and fix it, and it's still auto firing. So I pull out the pod, and then it stopped and it flashes at me. So I kept trying to use it and everything, and it would go for like 2 seconds more, 3 seconds more, and no breathing in on it because it's auto firing in my hand. And then it got stuck, and it kept just going until I was like, yep, nope. It ruined my pod and everything, so I'm like, this needs to get gone. So I throw it out, go out and buy another slik, because I like the design of it, the feel of it, the compactness of it, the battery life on it. You get probably about 3-4 hours off of it, consistent, usage. So, this new blue one is working all right for the first week. Yesterday I go to take off my pod, which the pod is magnetically attached to it. So essentially it just clicks in. So I go to just, gently remove it, and the whole circuit board, battery, and everything just pours out. I'm like, oh, that's useful. Like, what the fuck? I don't care if it's $30, it's a cheap little device. It's kind of like, that shouldn't happen. So I used it the rest of the day, and come home last night, and I'm using it, and I'm like, I wonder how much juice I've used, and I unclick the pod, and whole circuit board comes out. And it just slides right back in, clicks in, but I'm not a big fan of that whole looseness with the board just flying out. I'm not sure if anybody else has had that problem, but I figured I would put a video up with the title being Alur slik, warning or review or something. Other than those two problems with the auto fire and the board coming out, it really is a good device. The flavor's good off of it, the battery life's good off of it, the design of it is. It's just some manufacturing problems, at least with the whole board coming out. I dropped it once. The other one I dropped probably about 15-20 times. No board coming out, no battery. It's all tucked into its own little card-shaped thing that just slides back in. But it charged fine last night. So just a fair warning to anybody that's looking for the slik. I don't know much about the other ones that are on the market right now for any issues like this, but I don't know. The slik is actually not too bad of a device.